Hey y'all, welcome back to the DG Outdoors channel. Guys, in today's video, I've got some work to do before deer season opens here. I started some of this yesterday, so we'll go over that. But I need to get my Acorn Ridge hunting blind cleaned out, cobwebs, wasp nests, snakes, things like that. Like I did with the persimmon tree blind the other day when I did my crossbow video. And I got to remove 4 salt blocks before deer season comes in too, and get rid of those. So that's what we're doing today. So before we get into the main part of this video, let me show you what I started on yesterday in preparation for deer season. All right guys, so if we look over here, the side of my house is foam, and you guys can tell we got a brick up against this outlet here. And so yesterday this outlet was really loose, and it'd wiggle back and forth, and there's nothing to really screw into. The main screw is loose. So my father-in-law gave me some Loctite construction adhesive that they use on bathtubs, and I needed to get this thing secure and let it dry for 24 hours. She ain't going nowhere. That's good. She's not going anywhere. So that way, I'm gonna put this back on there so it'll keep pressure on it again. There we go. So that way we can plug in my deep freezer that I still need to wash out with baking soda and vinegar. Funny thing about this deep freezer is, okay, last year on opening day when I got my first deer, I didn't have anything to put it in, and this deep freezer was down at my brother-in-law's house sitting outside because it was in their shed that a tree fell on. And this thing had been sitting out in the elements, and they weren't sure if it was gonna work. And I'm telling you, this is a God thing, because I got my deer, we plugged this thing in, it started getting really cold, and it worked just fine. And I really haven't had any issues with it, except for when that outlet decided to trip, like in mid-November. The meat came unthawed, because I used to check it every couple of days, and then I was working a lot. Maybe it was January, I can't remember. Either way, I lost a deer leg and a deer rib, and then I bought some meat rabbits off of somebody, and I lost that too. So then we just unplugged it and for the season, and so now I got to plug it in next week and see if it still works and everything. So hopefully that works. So that's how I got this deep freezer. So that's pretty cool. So let's go collect the salt blocks and get rid of them. Grab some Walmart sacks to put the salt blocks in. So, let's go grab the first 2 salt blocks. Look at this freshly mowed lawn. That's awesome. So here's where I have the first 2 salt blocks. Over here by the tree stand. Oh. Right here. And these are crushed apple blocks. Right there. And right there. Looks like the deer have been using this one. Yeah, these are like the Lee and Tiffany endorsed apple blocks. So I'm gonna grab them and throw them in these Walmart sacks. So the reason I'm pulling these is in the state of Indiana, you have to pull salt blocks or bait at least 10 days before you hunt an area, or it's considered baiting. So season starts October 1st, today's the 20th, so it's 11 days until then. So yeah, I'm right on time. Let's walk down to the other place with the salt blocks. All right guys, we're walking into the woods. There's my deer blind back there. If you guys can see it, that's the same deer blind we're going to be cleaning out. And I believe there's squirrels up in the tree above me there. And the same deer I shot, or the same blind I shot my deer out of last year. Now I just got to remember where I put these salt blocks, because I don't exactly remember. Yeah, we're gonna find them here in a second. Found them. Took me a second. We may have had some activity around here, or that could just be weathering from the rain. But I'm gonna pull these, and then we're gonna go dump them, and then we're gonna clean out that ground blind. All right, we got all 4 of them picked up here. Now, I'm gonna bring you guys to where I'm gonna dump these. All right, guys, so I just walked across the driveway. Right here is where we found my doe last year that I had shot. She literally ran right across the driveway and died. Thank goodness she didn't go any further, because where we're going is a pretty cool spot. I just got to get to it. Right here is the stone quarry. Look at all that. Big old stone quarry. I know you guys can't see much, but look, there's all the stone in the background there. And we're gonna throw my salt blocks down inside the stone quarry. So there's no way that I can say that I was baiting deer during the hunting season. So that's what we're gonna do. Here's a better look down inside the stone quarry. It's a lot easier to see in the springtime when there's not as many leaves and stuff. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I probably could set these on a different trail way off somewhere where I'm not hunting, but I'd rather not have an issue to where something happens. So get it off of their plastic bag. There might be something down there, plastic or something, dead car, old car, I don't know, but look at my hands. Cool, now that we can check that off our list. A question, I was walking back over here to the Acorn Ridge blind. Is it too early for deer scrapes, like early season deer scrapes? Check this out. One right there, and one right here. I don't think the squirrels did that. Is it too early for a deer season, for a deer scrape? Seriously. I don't know. It may not be too early. Walking back over to the Poldar blind, I think this is what it's called. 270 degree see-through hunting blind. I paid $70 for on Amazon. Let's take a look in here. She looks clean. There ain't no snakes so far, or big old wasp nest from the look of it. Clean all these leaves out of here. Okay, open it up. I'll get in here when I can unzip this thing. Thank goodness we're in the woods, because I need a spider web stick. Just look, first off, boom, spider webs all over the place. I like this blind. It may have sun faded a little bit, but it still works pretty good. Get in here. Oh, if I don't trip. It's a 3-person hunting blind here. All see through. One little tear right there. I ain't too worried about it. See if we gotta clear off some spider webs in here. I can completely stand up in this thing. Like, I'm completely standing up inside this thing, and that's why I like it. Ooh, no, big old spider web here. Get that sucker all cleaned out of here. Right there. And looking around on the bottom. here. Cool. Not looking too bad. Another little spider web. Come on now, get out of there. Spider web. Alright. Another one. Cool. Doesn't look bad at all. Awesome. At least I didn't find a wasp nest like the last time. As far as the outside of the blind goes, I don't see any major tears in it or holes. Everything seems okay. The reason I set this blind here is because right back here is my archery range and I can practice shooting. Plus sometimes the deer bed right back here. Like I jumped 2 does last night just sitting over here watching stuff. But most of the time the deer are going to come down this main trail right here in front of me like they did last year, where I've jumped them a bunch of times. And I don't brush in my hunting blinds. I know a lot of people say you should. The only hole I see is literally right here. And that ain't nothing. So I ain't too worried about it. Just trying to get all of these spider webs and stuff off of here. And yep, no holes. Should be good to go. These blinds I have, the persimmon tree blind has done awesome. I got rid of the really cheap ground stakes and bought the nice penny nail ground stakes from Walmart, and then every single one I tied off to trees and used the ground tie downs. We get a lot of wind up here in the springtime, and I've come out and checked these things a bunch of times, make sure there wasn't tree limbs on them, make sure there wasn't holes in them, and blown away, and they've done really, really well. So yeah, guys, this has been a fun little video. Just had to get some things done. When we get to cleaning the deep freezer, we'll make a video of that too, just another prep video. Yeah, like I said, I don't brush in any of my ground blinds. These sit out here all year long, and I think the deer get used to them. And yeah. But y'all, just a video of me checking stuff out, doing some things I had to do for preparation for deer season legally, and checking all these ground blinds and stuff like that. So y'all remember, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, Jesus loves you. Remember to push. Pray until something happens, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.